William Hill sponsors Bellew versus Haye 2 on Sky Sports Box Office.
KUGAN CASSIUS here with Froch. Froch, yeah, explosive 5-round fight. Tony Bellew victorious again against David Haye.
You could see he tried his best, David Haye. He was stuck in mud from round one. He just... I don't want to take anything from Tony Bellew's performance because he had to go in there tonight with all the pressure on his shoulders and do that and like you said, repeat. That was his... that's what he wanted. That was his dream to... settle the score, even though he won the first one because there was that injury what Haye was dragging his foot around for a couple of rounds before he got the stoppage. But no, fair play to Tony Bellew. He did the business. I mean, he went in there and he exchanged. He didn't need to exchange. He exchanged bombs and he took risks and he gave everybody an exciting night. And ultimately, he came out on top. The longer that fight was going to go on, the more it was going to go in Bellew's favour. You could see him still firing heavy, sharp, hurtful punches, and poor old David Haye, my mate. You know, I want him to retire now. I want him to turn it in.
Do you believe that's the last time we'll see David in the ring?
I hope so. I'm not so sure. I can't say I believe it will be because you've heard him talk at the end there. He's talking about having a look at the video back and rewatching how it went and assessing it and maybe keeping the ball rolling, keeping momentum going. But how realistic is that? I don't think it's very realistic. So I'd like to see David Haye retire now. He's done himself proud there. He's dragged the performance out of himself. And he can go out with his head held high. But what a night! Another fantastic night, and fair play to Tony Bellew.
What's next for Tony Bellew? He's talking about Andre Ward there, your old pal.
Yeah, well, no one said a word when he mentioned Andre Ward. I don't blame him because he'll put a glass eye to sleep. He's just boring. He's got no attraction at all.
Who would you pick as an opponent for Tony Bellew?
What I'd do is for Tony Bellew now. This is the opponent I would take. This is what I think would be the biggest fight out there. And the name's been mentioned before. Everyone knows who he is. He needs a fight back first, and then after he's had his fight back and he looks good and he does what we think he can do.
Fury.
I think Tyson Fury is. It's box office. That's a massive fight. I don't know if I'm wrong. I'm not usually wrong. When you pick a fight and you put names together, you know if it's got that crossover appeal. Tony Bellew against Tyson Fury, for me, that's a juicy fight. So we'll see. He might not be fighting again. He don't enjoy the sport that much now, Tony. He don't enjoy the training. He don't enjoy being away from his home and his family and his kids, and I can totally empathise with that. But he's flying in now. He's at the top of the world, so why not? I mean, it's not like he's finished. It's not like he needs to retire. He still looks good. Still young enough. He's not an old man. Still fresh enough. So I think there's more. He's got more left in him, and I think there's a couple of big fights out there, but probably not at cruiserweight, and he's not a heavyweight, so it's a very difficult one. But you just have to give him his credit. Both fighters, David Haye, massive respect, loads of credit. He's been a fantastic fighter. He's had a great career. Unfortunately, he's finished on a real downward spiral. He retired then came back, and that's never a good decision. Never usually a happy ending. But Tony Bellew, take nothing away from him. Fantastic fighter, hard puncher, good boxing brain, and he finished the job tonight. Give everybody what they wanted. So fair play to both boys. I'm proud of both of them, and ultimately the best man won.
Froch, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. No doubt we'll catch up with you soon.
No doubt.
Appreciate your time.
I'm absolutely exhausted.
Get some kip.
See you later.
Go on, mate.